Greetings, welcome back to another live coding session with OpenBao. I have with me today Andrii. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Andrii. I'm a Golang engineer or software engineer. I'm working right now at Secrets.io, and I'm really happy to work on OpenBao because it's a very nice open source project that is very promising and should give a lot of possibilities for secret management in Kubernetes clusters. And I'm really happy to contribute to this great project. So we can start.
Cool, thank you. And I guess for everyone who doesn't know me, I'm still Alex Scheel. I'm working at GitLab and chair of the TSC for OpenBao and the development working group. Today's topic will be a little bit around the namespace support feature that we're working on. We have a RFC open since December, courtesy of Peter, Peter B. And he's published a document that outlines how we're going to implement namespaces, some of the future work section that we have here. And where we're kind of at in development process is we added some initial storage support here, where namespaces. I've done a pull request to clean that up a little bit, but we've not really done the core request handling work. And Andrii and I were talking a bit about this this morning and figured, oh, why not? Let's try and hack something out and see what happens. So in the course of my cleanup and polishing over in this pull request here, I think I have, I wouldn't say broken it because it's still on a feature branch, but there are still some missing gaps in terms of namespace routing that need to be done. So looks like these were approved, so I might go ahead and merge that before we get started. Test failures were existing on this branch, so but not on the main branch. So I'll go ahead and merge that, and then we can start with a clean slate and unblock other people as well. I think I had mentioned this last time for people, but I do have some shell aliases available on my GitHub, on my .files repo in case anyone wants to check those out. So if you're confused what I'm doing on some of these commands, because they're not looking like standard Git commands, they're probably all aliases. Cool. That looks nice. So now we want a fixed request routing branch. And this needs to be reset to our namespaces branch now that that has merged. Nice. Cool. Yeah, so today we're trying out Zed so that Andrii can collaborate. So to start, I suppose we should probably see where we're actually at and see what works and what doesn't work. So let's build OpenBao again. And then if we use our dev.bao, built it. Built it, so I don't need to rebuild it. So let's see, we have namespaces command, and there are no namespaces currently. We can create NS1, and it exists. And then if we do a bao secrets enable, let's see, type is KBV2, path, sorry. Namespace is NS1. And then this is KVB2 type engine. We see that we can't mount secrets because this namespace is not being routed correctly. And if we try it manually, that is without the namespace header, we see the same type of failure. So cool. One of the things that I think we should probably start with, Andrii, that I was working on cleaning up, was this test case failure here. Was original to that branch of Peter's. And is currently failing because routing isn't quite happening correctly. So if we were to run these in a terminal, run this one. We see that it's not quite returning the right information either here. And I think I had gotten that one to pass by fixing the route handler. So in Peter's original pull request, he had done this. He had created a set of APIs that didn't, couldn't be routed to a namespace, and had adjusted things. And I think this was our first problem. If we look at where this is called, in handler.go, this integer return is a status code. And right now he's returning 0 and not modifying the request when it hits one of these limited APIs. And so I think we want to return something like bad request here. In both of these two cases. And inform the user that they can't send requests to these particular paths if they're trying to also use the namespace. But then this was the part that I think tripped up a lot of tests here. Let's see if I can find one easily. But yeah, so here in the oops. Here. Like in the audit log subsystem, we're reading the namespace, I believe. Let's see, this is audit format.go line 335. Yeah, we're reading the namespace ID here. And then in this util as well, we're modifying the root namespace ID. And so I think this is what's causing our data erase. And we have core in the suggest request, but we don't have a context in this current place. So I'm inclined to parse the header and put the header in the request context, the namespace but not actually call into our underlying namespace store until later. Does that kind of make some sense to you?
Yeah, yes, it makes some sense. I think it should be also okay if you're keeping it in context from request, if you're passing request further and using it later.
Yeah, because I think what's going to need to happen is Peter had made some initial changes down here in the in router and request handling.go. And I think in both of these, we're going to need some changes to support loading the actual namespace from storage, and then also finishing the resolving of the namespace, because I think this util.go will only handle the first of these where we pass the namespace by header, and so then we'll still need something to support inferring the namespace from explicit path. So let's go ahead and make that change now then. We probably still want to canonicalize the value from here. From there, don't really care about that. And so then I think we can just initialize this. So put this namespace path here. And we should probably only do this if it's not the root. Oh, nice, it auto formats. Cool. So I think that makes some sense. We grab the value off the header, we save it in context, but it's not a fully initialized. We haven't resolved the ID or anything. We've just, indicated we still have partial path lying around. And if I recall correctly, I think that gives us a passing test over here. And I think that would also fix the race conditions at the expense of not doing anything useful yet. It just fetches that. So cool. So I think the next thing we're gonna need to do, if we look at Peter's original pull request, not that one. It's over here.
We could also rename util.go into something like something that has anything to do with request. It's not request handling in this case, but
we could.
There was like idiomatic go.
Yeah, there was more stuff in util.go that already existed before Peter added stuff to the file. So
I have seen it here.
Yeah, we could, I suppose, but I think it would make some sorts of patching harder. So I don't know. We'll think about it. Right. So in router.go, he had made this change, which I'm not quite sure I actually understand. Because it's strictly about the sys namespaces endpoint and doesn't handle other endpoints at all. And then down here as well, it's back to this. So I think what we probably need to do is, and then here as well, where there was some namespace from context work that was happening in cancelable request. So I think we should probably look at that cancelable request next, because I think what happens is the flow goes from the HTTP package and the handlers there down into request handling before it hits router. And router is weird because this route common has context. and it has router, but it doesn't have a reference to core. And so we won't be able to do any namespace storage lookups in route common. They would have to all be done before then, at least if memory serves. So we should go over here to router and double check, but there is no router is strictly a router, right? And doesn't have any it doesn't have any words are missing from my head, but it doesn't have any reference to core. It just has radix trees. So we're going to need to do that all in request handling before we get down to the route common layer. So if we go back to request handling, this is in handle cancelable request that he had made changes. Here we go. Cool. And already down here, we're kind of using this namespace ID. Oh, that's off a token entry. This is his removed stuff, or one set of it. Oops, quit scrolling so fast. There we go. But there was also stuff on 560. Let's go up to 560 and see what we were at. Yeah, that was before this switch. So we should probably do that. Populate token entry looks up the request client token in the token store. And in this case, we had done token store lookup before populating the namespace. But I think in RFC, we had decided we wanted to put token store inside of the namespace storage. So I think we'll actually do this here. Or something like this up here. And then this one as well. Seem to be playing with context. So we probably need to I was looking at some code. Oh, I was looking at code up here. Here we go. So handle switch lock or switch lock handle request calls into handle cancelable request. So maybe we don't need this code here because we already do something similar of namespace from context here. And then context with namespace down here. So from our HTTP.
Only one thing. It looks like we have here right now two contexts. We have one context that we have created and another context we have in request. And in this case, we need to take a look from which context we are getting namespace because previously we have saved it in a request context, or we have created a new context.
Yep. Yeah, so previously we set it on the requests context. So this is a request, our HTTP request. We set the we update the context of that request to add the namespace. But it's just the stub namespace. It's not a fully resolved namespace. Here in switch lock handle request, we're taking in that HTTP context, that request context that we had modified in the util, and then we were kind of merging in relevant, or we're adding the namespace to the underlying active context. The core itself has its own context that it has lying around. And so we'll need to, we're modifying in the existing code from Hamid, we're modifying that copy of the active context or that request, specific version of that active context. And we're just fetching the namespace off the HTTP context and not actually using the HTTP context through the rest of the request. We're actually discarding it. Or
could we simplify it? Could we use only one context from request?
No, well, not for all operations is the thing. There are certain, especially sys operations, where you don't want to be bound by the original HTTP request. You want things to continue going forward. And so I think when it gets routed to, it will continue. But one of the things that goes through here is, I believe, if memory serves, and I might be wrong, my memory is a little shady at times, but I think periodic func and the rollback manager might come through here, but I'm not entirely sure. And I think it gets internally dispatched in core as a special rollback type request. And so it goes through all of these same code paths, but uses the internal context and doesn't actually come from a true HTTP request on the back end. But it uses that to handle routing to individual plugins.
I understand what you mean, because I have also seen that sometimes it's if you're writing a request to delete namespaces, it like handles it sometimes in a queue afterwards, after request is already have been finished. And in this case, of course, I agree with you that it's you probably need to have two contexts, which has a different lifetime.
Yeah. Fun. Let's see. So I think here, so in the modified version of namespace store, I think we need a new helper here. Or we don't strictly need one, but I think it would help us. And I'll put it at the end. Resolve namespace from context or something, right? So we have an so we have a context, base context that we want to modify. And then we also have a HTTP context. There we go. And so I think we end up returning 3 items probably. We need a new context that we've modified. We need we need the actual namespace entry perhaps. And maybe we have an error somewhere. Sure. So then we need to get the actual namespace object as it currently exists from here. Yeah, right. So we have our raw namespace here. What does I got more. There we go. This should be pointer type. Good. So we get our namespace, then we need to call into the store and say get namespace by path. And we'll use our base context here, and then we'll fetch raw namespace dot path. I have to say this editor is a little interesting. I might be missing them. If there is nil, return that. We should probably actually return base context always. Not fetch namespace by path. Cool. If entry is nil, base context nil, oops. Base context nil, return an error saying no such namespace was found. Or maybe requested namespace. Not found. And so now we know that we have an actual namespace object in storage. And so it's not just a made up namespace. And so now I think we can merge the two here. Does this make sense?
Yeah. We can also write something like merged context. Return.
Yeah. Base context space from HP context. See, am I missing anything useful? I don't know. We'll leave that how it is for now, and then I think we can do. So, do we actually ever use NS anywhere else? No, we don't. So we can use dx blank air is core dot namespace core dot. Let's see dx and then these all exist is what it's telling me. Right there. Cool. I don't know what that actually gets me. So we should build it and find out. Let's see if this also is broken or if this still works. No, so that's broken again. Failed to read initialization status. Interesting. So I guess, I see. So this is not the right status. This is not the right thing to do here. I think maybe we do want to just return 0 and pretend we didn't see any namespace. Maybe this is what we want to do. Or maybe we actually want to move this up even further and say, if the path is not that for NS path, not empty. This is probably actually the right thing. Does that make sense then? So if we have a path that matches the restricted API, and either the path is not right because we have a prefix of a namespace on top of it, or if we have a namespace header, return bad request. And likewise, if it's a contains API, we want it to be a prefix of it, and we want there to be no namespace header. Oh, that's still failing. Is this conditional? Oh, I think this needs to be double and, doesn't it? No, it needs to be or. So if we have a different path, do when in doubt, core.logger error. I don't like the autofill there, I have to say. I suspect I might just have a off by one error in the got any thoughts for me, Andrii?
So sorry, Alex, but what have you asked?
Do you have any thoughts for me on why this is failing?
No, not really. I want also to give some explanation for people who are watching this streaming, and I want to say that I'm pretty new to the OpenBao project, and I'm working like right now since a week, and that's why I'm not really very deep in the process. And that's why I don't really, for example, right now understand what should be in this code reach out. Could you please give a little bit more clarification what I'm trying to do right now?
Yeah, so
Mhm.
I'm trying to take, so we have these like Peter's come up with this list of requests, right?
Yes.
API endpoints, which should never work from a non-root namespace, or should only ever work from a root namespace, I guess. Is a better way of phrasing. And there's two types of them. There are those which are direct APIs, right? Like you just called this one. Something, or there are these which are well, prefixes of valid APIs, I guess, where, you could have this and then you could have, some additional path here. Those are prefix paths. And so I'm trying to.
Okay, I want to restricted APIs that they are not accessible from namespaces.
Right, and so I think I have fixed this now in that it, so if we have a, if it's a full regular API request, and if it matches the suffix of our given path, that means this API is in the request and would otherwise be dispatched. And we only want to reject that if it's coming from a non-root namespace, i.e. if the path does not exist exactly the given API request, or if the namespace path, the header value is not empty. I want to name symbol and call it namespace header path. Right, and so now that's namespace header path. So I think that's correct. And so where we're at is now OpenBao. If we create our namespace, oops, we still can't write that. Interesting. Interesting. So right now we're still routing things incorrectly, and we're routing this namespace back into the main root namespace. And we're not correctly assigning the route. So we still have more request routing work to do, I guess, but we are now correctly handling these types of things. So if we do a write sys, ns1 sys, in it, with some bogus data, we'll get a bad request. And if we do the same with namespace is ns1. Oh, interesting. Right. It's like, there we go. So that's failing now. And so that also explains why why this one failed. This needs to be sys slash okay, so now this also fails with route entry not found within this namespace. Okay. So I think that's making more sense. And then if I look at my audit log, Days today, 21st and 9/22. I think this should be right. Okay. Update. Yeah, so this is right. And so then we see namespace, and it in the audit log, it's correctly now resolving the namespace. Nice. So I think we've made interesting progress, but we must keep making more progress. So we're trying to fix now this, right? To make this routing happen correctly. That's an interesting question why that doesn't work. Cool. So we need to go to request handling then. And we probably actually need to modify our request here as well. We probably don't just want this request context. We probably also want request. So this is from request context, and if we implement another function, we'll figure out if we want this later, but it will be the same as this function, except in addition to these, we also take this path. And what is this path? Go to definition. No, I don't want response. I want request. The definition. Here we go. Path is string. Full path of the request with namespace in there. I believe is what full means. So we need then request the string request path. And so now we're returning all of this with an additional string. New context, namespace, there is Dennis. These all from request context, base context, HTTP context. There, now it goes nil, and return that. I think most of these are actually. This is new namespace. So this is parent namespace, right? And so then what we need to do is we need to see if we have any prefixes which match namespaces, right? So we need to grab our lock. I think it just needs to be actually, I guess we don't. We can call list namespace paths. ns dot list namespace paths context. We should call it with new context. This we should not nil out rec path. We should set rec path correctly, and this would be path.join parent namespace rec path. Just a path. Cool. Resolved rec path. Right, and so now we need to, because we're just doing single level right now, we'll do a to-do issue handle style namespaces properly. But we can go for path path, range paths. If strings that has prefix rec path, ns path. We can do so then let's see, what do we want to do here? So we found a namespace, right, that matches our request path. It has a trailing slash, so we know that it actually matches, and we currently have no child namespaces, so that's a problem later. So we don't have to deal with longest matching path. We found this in the request path, so we would probably want to pull it out into the context as the actual parent namespace. And deal with it there. So that would be then an skip namespace by path. New context. This is ns path. Oh, come on. That on a new line where I want it. There we go. If error is not null, return everything. Right. And then theoretically, parent namespace can't be nil here. Undefined strings. Does it really not? Oh, okay, it does do import. Right. We'll call this child namespace. Right, and then parent namespace is equal to child minus namespace. Okay, and now we can do this one more time. Here. No, we don't want to do that. We want to do bar child namespace is namespace entry. We do this assignment. We don't do this. We break out of here because we found it. If child namespace not equal to nil, we do this. Oh, actually, we don't need to modify it at all. We don't need to modify that. We just need to set the new namespace with context. So final context will be this. And this will then be not child namespace. We'll just do this one more time, actually. Change my mind. Third time's the charm. What do you say? Parent namespace will be child namespace dot namespace. And this will be parent namespace. No, this is parent namespace. What do you think? So what we've done now is we've done that, we've taken the value from util in the header. We've kept that alive via putting it on the HTTP context. We've now also include false. Yeah. So then we fixed our request path so that it includes that header namespace path. We found all the paths that still exist, and for suffixes of the actual request path, or sorry, prefixes of the request path, if that namespace is a prefix, then that means that our request is actually going to that namespace and not a different namespace, or rather the exact path. And so then we can fetch that one more time from storage, put it on our parent namespace, we set it as the parent namespace for this request, right? And attach it to the context as the actual namespace of the request. I think that makes sense.
Yes, it makes sense. Do I understand this properly? That it's in a case if we still have a header and we have header with namespaces.
It doesn't handle them correctly yet, with this to do, but yes, it should theoretically join header before what's in the path, so that you could send a request like over here. You could send a request like ns2 slash, with the given namespace 1, send a request to ns2 sysmount sequence 1. And so if you had something mounted like ns1 slash ns2 as your namespace, and you had nested parent-child namespaces, it would merge them, even though you're setting your namespaces in different scopes, one in the header and one in the path. So it would merge the two together, which I think is the behavior you would want.
Yes, but the only one thing, it can be a little bit misconfusing in the terms of which should be the first one. If you have someone in path and someone in headers, and you think, okay, then which one should be the first one?
Yeah, I suppose that could be true. I think you would always choose the header one as being first. But that is true that it could be confusing if you set both. I don't know. We can think about this later.
Yeah.
At least we've handled data from both places, and because we don't support nesting yet, it's not yet a problem. Reconsider which is the header. Cool. Yes, does this build then is the next question, I guess. Let's see. So then we've updated our request path as well. So now if this builds, maybe that will do something useful. Though most likely not. So I think what's happening over here in this test that's failing, if I recall correctly. See if it fails. Yeah. So interesting. So it does. It takes still down here to actually inject. Let me see. Maybe I just need to rehandle. Oh, you want to know why it is, I bet. Hmm. I bet this I guess. I don't like this. If it works, it works. I still don't like it. Hey, it works. Um, so what we've done in get namespace by path is it returns a copy of the namespace. And so you can't actually do pointer comparisons. And there's a lot of places where they're doing direct pointer comparison against the root namespace in the code base. And so this is rather unfortunate, but a problem for later. Instead, we move on for the time being. Yes, cool. So then in request handling, we now need to handle the fact that we have so we have that. So now we can do create namespace one, which fails. I need to reload my environment. And now if I try and secrets under this, no handler for route namespace one, secret, sysmount secrets, route entry found. So we're making progress. So now we need to figure out how to handle that. Mount point, well, no. So let's go figure out how this works. Go to definition, matching mount, route matching internal, namespace from context. Path is, oh, this is where the path does. So then we want to do the opposite actually. If, so we don't want to join the path here. We actually want to do the opposite. So if we have a prefix of a path, we want to remove it. So if it has a prefix of this, we want to do rec path is rec path. We want to remove it, so it's that right? Sounds about right. Is that without that? So does that give me what I want then? Undefined result request path. It's just rec path now, right? So then we keep it alone because we're not modifying it, and then here we remove the prefix. That's one more time. Oh, I need more parentheses there. Do I have an off by one, Andrii? I can't tell. This mounts secrets, route entry not found. I think that's right. So then let's see, if I do the same thing though, if I do a bow right, sys slash ns1 slash sys slash mount secrets, type is kbv2. Okay, so I think that is doing what we want it to do. And then if I do it, okay. So now let's come back here. So to handle cancelable request is where we're at. We're trying to find the matching mount. We set the mount point. Is this what's failing? If I go to definition, we're here, matching mount internal. It's because we're not adding it. So what we probably need to do is we need to re-add relevant paths into the root.
Sorry, I have a question, and this question is more like architectural question. Would it be not easier in this case to handle if, for example, if we write in header and we write in header namespace is equal ns1, and then we simply like taking this header and parse it together with request context request URL, and then we have only one mechanism that like handles everything for us. I mean, not like we have three different types of mechanisms that we have, for example, a path, and we can give a path. Then we have headers, and we can use headers. And but in this case, I mean that we could simply like at first parse everything into one URL and then handle only one request path.
It would require a lot more architectural changes. So I've tried that in the past and just set something here, like modified the request path with this header and not bothered with the namespace stuff yet. Like we still need the namespace and the context for other reasons, but we could, delay that parsing till later and just combine the header with the path. The issue is internally something somewhere, I'm not sure if it's an HTTP or involved or somewhere, detects that you want to do a redirect for yourself automatically. And so the clients aren't set up to follow the redirects. The API isn't set up to follow the redirect. And so you're essentially issuing a redirect to a client that won't follow it. And so you need to not send it as a redirect, but instead call it just a regular, hey, I'm just changing a value, but don't worry, it's not permanent yet. But by the time we get down into handle cancelable request, we can actually rect.path can be modified, I believe. So it's somewhere between switch locked handle request and the call of util.adjust request. So adjust request can adjust the request, just not in certain ways, or it will break other things. So I figured this was the path of least resistance, given what we have. But I am curious, what is the best approach? But it could be to do consider if we can combine header with actual request without triggering redirect logic. So cool. So then I think the last thing that we need to do quickly, because I do have to go at the top of the hour, is see if we can figure out where sys is added to the router and just re-add it for every single namespace. So yeah, so matching system view definitely seems to suggest that it should, actually inject sys into all of these by namespace. And so what we probably want to do is in our namespace store, we probably want to do something like Let's see. So we called this thing up here. Let's see, where is this references? Where is this thing? Oops. Find all references. Where is this thing? This thing is here. Where's our router? Oof. Load mouse, setup routes. Let's see. Router has to already have been created here. So I think what we end up doing looks something similar to let's see if we can find it in the code quickly. Where do you think this would be? We're looking for where this is added. So core.router. Add. Let's see. Let's see. Dot route maybe, I think. No, it's the route. Let's see. Root dot let's see, what operations do we have on root? Longest prefix, don't care about that one. Walk prefix, no. Insert, root dot insert. So router dot mount maybe. Yes. Mount, and then is there something that does use for system backend? Not internal use call on system is the real question. Same things, sure. Logger successful mount. Here we go. This is what I want. So if I go over here to my logs, wherever I put my logs here, local shared dev file node prod service.log. Let's try dev file node seal. Unseal it. I guess that didn't do it. Stop. Zoom prod, see if this works. And then if I unseal it. Okay, so that's not at the right logging place. So router.mount. The root.insert. Let's see. So this is called in mount and remount. Okay, so let's just I guess we don't have a router, or don't have a logger, do we? Oh no, we have a logger. So r.logger dot debug. Mount fix. Sure. We shall see if this works. But I suspect then what needs to happen next, Andrii, is that this has fixed the routing of requests. And what needs to then happen is when we're creating namespaces and setting them up, we need to add additional copies of the system view. We need to add additional copies of system and whatever else we feel needs to go in a namespace into the mount table for that namespace. And so we need to start handling all of those loads next. So cool. I think we got to an interesting place at any rate. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Cool.
Thank you. It was also a big pleasure to make live coding with you.
And you as well. And I don't know that we got quite to a working demo, but we at least got to a place where we seem to understand what's going on. We figured out a lot of things, and now we just need to do a little bit more work and make it all happen. So
yeah, this time I have not written a lot of code, but if someone watching our stream and if you like that I'm like asking a lot of dummy questions and you can understand this big code base better, then put a like and I will join more live coding streaming with Alex and and I will ask more dummy questions if you want. Yeah,
yes,
and I'm
okay.
really impressed and surprised how good you are in all this code base and how good you're oriented yourself in this so really huge code base of OpenBao project.
Yeah, I think using Vim is what helped me the most. I spend a lot of time thinking about where files are, how they're structured, because I don't use Z or whatever else on a regular basis, and so I don't have as much of the like definitional jumping stuff that I do, and I use grep a lot more, and it helps me build. With time, it doesn't come quickly, but it helps me build a bit of a mental map of how everything is structured. So, no, so yeah, I think that's it for our live stream. Thanks for following along, and maybe with 35, 50 more of these, we'll have namespaces done. So
Hopefully.
Hopefully. And I think we'll have a lot more work being done by all of the fine people in the namespace working group. So it won't just all be me live streaming with Andrii. We'll get some pull requests from other people, and that will help keep things moving. So no, I think that's it. So have a good day.
Yes, and I want to say something from my side. I have started working on this repo since 1 week, and I really enjoy this process. If you're like shiny or if you're shy to contribute to the project because you think that someone will mock you, then it's not a case. You are even able to like ask dummy questions.
Yeah.
And get an answer, I think that if you want to contribute, then please let's do it.
Thank you. Yeah, I try and be as friendly as I can to do contribute.
Yeah.
So
Thank you,
cool.
Alex, a lot.
Mhm.